It's me, Moody Boo, and I'm finally getting to a coffee and comment catch up. I'm so behind. So anyway, the coffee of the day is still, it was weird. I picked Starbucks again, which is odd. And this one is the French roast. And it's good. I still have to dilute this one as well. Pretty much all of my Starbucks, I have to dilute it a little bit. So, and I have my Nashville coffee cup. This is a cup I got when I had to do a business trip for the company I worked for. They sent me over to Nashville for a big convention for a week. So I picked this up while I was there. I always pick up a travel mug wherever I go. Anyway, let's just get started. And another friend, Paola Bianca, another great reviewer from Iceland. She said on my top 20, part 1 of my 2020 favorite perfumes that I discovered. She's so cute. She says, well, another video for reference, I see. She says she whips out her notebook to watch my videos. I'm sure not just mine, but that cracks me up because I take notes too. I usually do it on my phone, but either way. Magdalena M on my Gallerina Dreamwoods perfume review said, I just purchased the Discovery set. Cool. You probably could tell me if you like them by now because this was a month ago. I absolutely love your videos. Oh, thank you. Your descriptions are spot on every time. That is like a huge compliment to give a reviewer. Let's see, I purchased many perfumes because of you, and I love them all. Your personality and your energy makes my day every time. Thank you. Oh my God, Magdalena, you gave me way too many compliments. And I don't even know where to begin, but thank you. Everything you just said right there is like the coolest thing you could say to a YouTube reviewer. I'm telling you, it's just like... That's what we want. We want to be accurate. I think we do. And I have no words. Thank you. And on my community post talking about 3,000 subscribers, Lemon Khan, he is this sweetie, absolute sweetie that works at Fiverr. He has helped me out with some things, and he's just a doll. He's just a sweetheart. And he's always really positive and just, a good kick in the butt when I'm feeling sorry for myself. And he just said, congratulations to you, ma'am. He always puts heart emojis and happy faces and stuff. He's such a sweetie. I always tell him, you don't have to call me ma'am. And he's like, in my country, you are older than me. You are ma'am. There's no negotiation on this. So anyway, thank you, Lemon. And Petunia 23D, or is that 23rd? On my Galleria Dreamwoods video, she said, just bought the Discovery set. Ooh, I wonder what you're thinking of it, because I'm sure you have it by now. It's a good one, isn't it? I've got to get Yuzu by the Grove, or by the Yuzu Grove. That's still one that's like in my top 5 next purchases. So thank you for commenting, Petunia. And then Indecence on my Atelier des Ors Rouge Soleil video. Indecence keeps it succinct and is a person of few words. So usually I get a TFS, and it took me forever to figure out that's thanks for sharing. I even asked and no response. It's like, you got to figure it out on your own. So I finally did. So now usually my responses are YW or something, to keep in the spirit of abbreviation. So thank you, Indecence. And the next few comments are from my top 2020 perfume purchases. And that was from part 2. And the first one is Rhonda Dearborn. She says, Boo, how and where did you find the Carolina Herrera frags? There is one on Mercari now, and it's at $400. She's saying she's pretty much never going to be able to get the fragrance. Was it Betty? Betty B. Bags? She told me, and I checked. Not that I don't believe you, Betty, but I want to make sure I'm accurate. And Harrods carries the confidential, Carolina Herrera confidential line. Now, when I checked, they weren't shipping to the US. But it seems like since Brexit and all of that going on or something now, I don't know if that's the reason, but Harrods now ships to the US. At least it did last time I checked. I don't know if that's going to change again or anything. I doubt it. But so you can get it on Harrods website. It's still going to cost you about 215, 220 euros. So that's probably close to 250, but that's a hell of a lot better than 400. And yeah, they got them there. So thanks for asking. And Limon pretty much comments, I don't know if it's Lyman or Limon. I keep saying Limon. So he comments on every video pretty much and at least gives me hearts. So right back at ya. And Joss Jane, love her. Gotta check out her channel too. Also on my 2020 part 2 perfume purchases. Great video, and have I mentioned I love your outro song? I don't really have an outro song. That would imply that the tune stays rather similar every time, and no, it's just the same words. I am just dying to have a tune put to it that I can actually learn and sing and quit having the stress of trying to figure out, where's this note go? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm the word girl. I'm just not the music girl. So if anybody has a tune they can put to that outro, please send it my way. Isabel Allard said, you have such unique perfumes. I love that. Houses we never heard about. Your voice is not bad at all either, I must say. Well, thank you. Yeah, no, we all know that's not accurate actually. But, you know, I used to be able to sing. I used to be able to carry a tune in a bucket. But you know, the older you get, and I smoked for, you know, close to 4 decades. So at this age, you know, it makes the whole voice kind of go hinky. So, thank you. And a couple more comments from my 2020 perfume purchases part 2. And Jessica Arroyo said, those are some really interesting choices. Love your enthusiasm. Thank you. I appreciate it, Jessica. I appreciate you being here. Oh, and the lovely Melissa Villanueva said, that intro reminded me of my daughter, who absolutely freaks out when she hears utensils scrape against plates. She says, Gold Immortals by Ex Nihilo had a nice effect on my hubby the other night. Oh, really? She said I should test some more as well. I have Harlem Nights by Chris Collins. Love it. That's one I don't have a full bottle of yet. Tobacco Dynasty sounds fabulous. I'm sure you have lots of unicorns in your collection. That would be another great video you could do. Show us all your unicorns. Yeah. That's a good idea. I think I'll have to do that because I figured out another one just recently. So yeah, I may have to do a 5 or 10 unicorns in my collection. So thank you, Melissa. You gotta check out her channel too. Oh, her voice. It's just like butter. And eDreams in Color inquired, will your husband ever make an appearance in one of your videos? What does he think of your fragrance obsession? Well, that's a good question. We'll have to ask him one of these days. He's kind of the type of guy that does believe in the philosophy, happy wife, happy life. So if it doesn't infringe on him and keeps me happy, and I'm not sucking out our bank account or anything doing it. He's like, who cares? He always knows. He gets it. He's like, so what are you surfing tonight? Purse porn or perfume porn? I'm like, that's a good question. So no, he's a pretty cool guy. I mean, my collection is starting to get spill over, you know, into areas where he would like to have some space. So that's really helped motivating him for building me some shelves. So he's such a good guy. As far as when will he come make an appearance, I'm gonna do that video. How well do you know your collection, where you're blindfolded, and I'll have my husband pick the perfumes and do that and see how that goes. I've been wanting to do that for a while, but I have so many that I'm probably just going to leave it to this shelf, you know, have him pick off of this shelf. For one, because there's too many in the bedroom to pick from. And the other shelves, they're a little harder to get to. And these are mostly my newest ones, the ones that I've reviewed fairly recently, or my favorites. So if I'm going to have any hope of being able to guess the perfume, it'll have to be from these shelves here. So, but there's still like, I don't know, 150 perfumes on that shelf. So it's not like he won't have a large selection to pick out 10 or 20 or whatever it is. So, all right, thanks for asking. And on the Parle-moi Mile High, that's a fabulous pineapple perfume. Jessica Arroyo says, I already have Guimauve de Noël from this house. We'll definitely try this one. My French is lacking, just ask Sybil. On my OK Fine review, Patchouli and Absinthe, Allison Smith said, great reviews. This brand is criminally underrated. So far I have VBO and PRO. I just ordered samples of this one and the other two 2020 releases. Thanks for your review. I couldn't agree more. OK Fine is such a good perfume house. And VRO is going to be in the battle of the vanillas. It's that good. And Patchouli Absinthe, oh, I absolutely adore that one. I'm not sure which one I like more. At first, I thought I liked VRO more, but PAO is so good. And it is an underrated house, especially for the price and the boozy and the quality. Oh. Thanks, Allison. She had an edit on there I didn't see. It said, I loved PAO and Bottle. It's kind of my dream patchouli. Yes, PAO is going to go in a battle of the patchoulis too. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You should definitely check it out because these are limited edition. Once these batches run out, they're not going to make any more of this particular one. They will have a whole new batch for the next year. So if you want to try VRO or PAO, you should definitely go check it out right now, unless it's already sold out. I don't know. So thank you, Allison. And on part 2 of my top 2020 perfume purchases, Julio Ayala said, I need Saguaro exclusive in my repertoire. I own BDK Tobacco Rose and Wood Jasmine, and which both are bangers. Rouge Smoking is in my stable. Yep. Oh my God, BDK, they're having a minute and they're deserving it. Because now there's a couple more now. I haven't tried Tobacco Rose. I think that, yeah, Tobacco Rose. I haven't tried that one, and that's stupid because I need to try that one. That's the one I'm really curious about. I did try Green Carnal, I think it was, and it was all right. It didn't blow my mind, but I want to try more from this house because it's really, really good, and the prices are really affordable. It's like mid-range, so, and they're huge bottles. You can tell mine right there is Rouge Smoking, and Pas à Soi is down there somewhere. So thank you, Julio. And the next few are on my OK Fine PAO Patchouli Absinthe video. And Mexi Ghost Hunter says, I love my patchoulis, but hate herbals. Agreed. I love patchouli, but I am not a big herb person. I have to be really careful when there's like even mint or basil or something like that in a perfume. It can be a bit too much for me. But patchouli, yeah, it's great. And I hope you get to try PAO. Oh, it's gorgeous. Thank you. And then Paola Bianca, she says, wet tobacco leaf and meaty patchouli. I know. Yeah, I don't know if that's a very good description, but you know, it's these pictures that I get in my head. I can't help it. I just get these really bizarro kind of pictures, and then I tell you guys, because I don't know, it may confuse you more when I tell you what I see when I smell, because I don't actually have actual synesthesia, but in some ways I do, because when I smell something, I see something. So anyway, thank you, Paola. And then Val Zalal says, stay safe. You do the same, please. And on my El de Soliani Part 1 house review, Jessica Arroyo said, love her perfumes too. Yes, and she's got a couple of new ones out at Lucky Scent that I'm kind of scoping. One of them I'm pretty sure I'm going to get. But one I really want hasn't made it here yet, and that's, I want to say it's Baccio. And I think it's orange and vanilla or orange and cream or something. Oh, I want that one so bad. So anyway, yeah, she's got more there that I'm ordering samples of. Except that they're at Lucky Scent. They're not the spray. They're the dabber ones. And I try to order less from Lucky Scent nowadays because there's so many other websites out there that give you better samples. So I don't order as much from them as I used to. But I might for their Il Day, because that's one of the few places in the U.S. you can get her perfumes. So thank you. And on my 2020 perfume purchases, English Prof Style says, you have such a cool collection. Thank you. I can only name 2 perfumes, Francis Kurkdjian, which I had to look up, and Guernes. It's probably something I should know more about since I collect and talk about fragrances. I have so much to learn too. And I've been doing this a minute too. I hear so many people talk about MFK scents, so he's hard to not know. I actually met Guernes because he was doing an event at Epcot when I was at Disney World. So it's just by chance I know him. Well, that's cool. I don't know any of them. I mean, I never met anybody. I haven't met any perfumer in person. I've only talked to him emails, by phone, things like that. So, yay, cool. Got to meet Guernes. I don't know who he is, but he sounds cool. I know I should know perfumers better and stuff, but I just... yeah, I mean, that's really cool that like Redolessence, Stephen over at Redolessence does things like that. He's super thorough that way. I'm all about the perfume. I'm not as much about the perfumer. I probably should speak more about perfumers and where the perfume's made and yada yada, but I talk enough as it is. If I'm going to start adding factoids to my videos, they're just going to get longer and longer because I'm not going to shut the hell up. I know I should, but I'm not gonna. So thank you, English Prof Style. And on another top 2020 purchases, Craig Harris said, I love genuineness and passion. Me too. Me too. I really do. Because you can tell when somebody truly loves their craft, whatever that is. Hell, I went to, it was a coffee shop. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, I went to this coffee shop and the barista was like one of the most lovely, happy people I've ever known. And you can always tell because she gets the most tips because it's contagious. If you have that kind of passion, and she's a barista, I mean, to me, that's an art form. Making a really good cup of coffee, that's an art form. But some people would look at that like, it's pretty menial. Not to me, especially not at 7 in the morning, it's not. But she did it in such a way that when I drove up, she'd say, am I starting this for you or this for you today? She knows my name. She knows how I pay. She knows, you know, what flavors I like. She'll tell me new things coming up. I mean, and specials coming out. And if they're doing discounts, and she always makes sure my card's punched, you know, just little details that show you she loves her job. And you just can't fake that. You can't. And I love perfume, and I can't fake that. And I appreciate that you, I'm assuming you're talking about it. I guess I don't know for sure. But I feel genuine and I feel passionate. So I'm going to take it, and thank you for it. So there you go. I appreciate it. The next 2 comments are on my patchouli absinthe video by OK Fine. Betty B Bag said, they are doing so well, they can't keep up with demand. Blind bought double vanilla thanks to you. Can't wait for it to get here. Man, I tell you, I'm so glad, Betty, you got a bottle of that. And I am so glad that they're doing well, because this is a house we want to keep going. Their prices are good. Their quality is bomb diggity. Did I really just say bomb diggity? Anyway, their quality is amazing. And yeah, I can't wait to see what their next batch is going to be like. Because like I said, they don't make the same one twice. Oh, I'm so glad you got one of their vanillas coming. Yay. Thanks, Betty. And then English Prof Style on the same video said, you always review such interesting scents and houses. You know, I appreciate that. I just want to make sure everybody knows there's more out there than Tom Ford and Guerlain and Crate. You know, there are a lot of really good perfume houses that should be talked about, and OK Fine is one of them. They are a really good house. So it's just really important to me to bring you guys reviews from new perfume houses, and you know, just so you guys have a variety out there. So I appreciate that, I really do. And then Tiggy Girl wrote, happy 3,000, Brenda Boo. Thank you, Tiggy, I appreciate it. It's pretty funny how long it took me to get to 3,000. Some other reviewers can do that in a month or a week, and it took me 10 years, but I'll take it. And on my Gates Memories perfume review, Jessica Arroyo said, definitely want to try that one. Love a good cherry note. Oh man, I'm still into cherry. I pretty much already know my favorite cherries, so I pretty much battled them out. And I do keep going back and forth between that one right there, Caramel Soul by Boys 1920, and that one over there, Rouge Smoking by BDK, as my 2 favorites. And that's over Lost Cherry by Tom Ford by a mile. Those are my 2 favorites easily, those 2. And the last time I battled them out, BDK won. But I've been wearing more of Caramel Soul this winter. So I haven't reached for as much Rouge Smoking. Now, spring coming up, warmer weather, I'll be grabbing Rouge Smoking for sure. So, thank you. And Stephanie Charles on my top 20 2020 purchases. Love how you introduce your followers to not much talked about perfume houses. And then she says, thank you. Oh, well, thank you for taking the time to watch, to comment, to think of something to say. I really appreciate it. It's really important that I do that. I mean, I threw on Perfume Encyclopedia at the end of Moody Boo Reviews, because eventually somebody was saying, you know, if that's what you want to become, then start that goal now. Start talking about it now. So that I just went ahead and threw it on there, even though I'm not there yet. But I want to be able to be a YouTube channel that if there's a more obscure perfume house that you want to know a little bit about, you probably won't find it on other channels. Maybe you'll find it on mine. Also, if there is something out there that's super important for you to try and you're in another country, it's a US perfume or something like that, just ask me. And if I can, several times I bought a decant or a sample of a perfume somebody has requested a review of. So just feel free to ask me. If I can find it and it sounds interesting and I can get it at a decent price, yeah, I'll either buy a full bottle or a sample or a decant. So just ask. Stephanie Charles asked, does that Boucheron perfume last? That's also on my top 20 2020 purchases. I think she's talking about Amber d'Alexandrie. So as far as that Amber's longevity, it lasts really well for me. I get anywhere between 8 to 10 hours. It just depends on if I did 1 spray, 2 sprays, if some got on my clothes, if it's all on my skin, the time of day, the time of year. But yeah, between 8 and 10 hours, pretty easy, and usually closer to the 10-hour mark. I just wore it the other day and it lasted easily 10 hours on me with 2 sprays. So thank you for asking. And on fragrance, Hermes Fragrance House Review. So I'm sorry if I don't get your name right. I apologize for that. Sonia Pajovic said, I would recommend Eau de Hermes. Very eccentric in a bourgeois, spoilt, horseback riding kind of way. Also, no Jardins. Mandarin Embry is a cologne, so I would always expect a kind of linear simplicity. I love the elixir, and I often think Christmas when I smell it at first. And I'm an atheist, well, agnostic. Well, I have had 2 of the Jardins, Sur les Nils and Sur les Toits, and ended up trading both of them out. They were just, I didn't wear them, and I regret that a lot. I wish I still had them. So that's why I didn't do either one of those. And elixir is Christmas. Yeah, I can see that. Elixir is just one of the perfect perfumes out there. And I don't do church either, so. All right, well, thank you, Sonia. And then Rhonda Dearborn asked, hi, Boo, when will you be doing your Blue Bowl? I know. I need to. I just have had so many video ideas, and I just, I get a little bored doing the same things over and over again. So, but now that I've kind of laid off battles and the Blue Bowl for a little while, I'm going to get back into it. That's one, I'll probably record a Blue Bowl next week and another battle of the vanillas, because I'm getting really close to being done with the vanillas. I think I have 3 more battles or something like that. 3 to 4 more battles, and then I'm done. I did add Les Parfums Label by Jean-Paul Gaultier. I added that to the battle, so that added an extra battle in there. But it's so good, I just had to. So, yep, I'm going to be doing it very soon. I'll record one next week for sure. Thanks for asking. And the next couple of comments are on my Zhivago 24 karat gold for men video. And Centaur, Ben. Hi, Ben. So, I'm going to try to interpret this because it says, sounds fan K, Amph gold is fun and fragrance. Thanks for sharing. I think it's supposed to say, sounds fancy and gold is fun and fragrances. Thanks for sharing. Ben, you're so cute. You got to check out his channel, Centaur. Oh. And Sunny, I'm going to butcher your last name. Chauderet says, never heard about this house. Need to look for it. I hope you do. Get a sample. Don't blind buy. And the rest that I'm going to do on this video are all from the Holy Trinity tag that I did, that Tim Toons started. And Tina says, you're so funny. Thoroughly enjoyed this. Oh, thank you, Tina. And Rita Rivera says, more Ilde reviews, please. LOL. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got more Ilde coming. I've only done part 1 of my, I have 31 bottles now, I think, of Ilde Soliani perfume. So, yeah, got ways to go. I need to do that very soon. Thank you for reminding me. Rita also said, fabulous learning more about you. Music and fragrance are a beautiful marriage. Well done. I couldn't agree more. I feel like there's some senses that just merge better than others, like taste and smell, and I think audio and smell, definitely. I don't think about food and music as much as I think about scent and music. So but you know, for me, all of my senses take me back to my olfactory. They take me back to my nose. Every one of my other senses always stimulates my sense of smell. And it is by far the most important for me. And I've been blind and I'm half deaf. So I'm serious, I have hearing loss in this ear. And I was blind, completely blind in one eye and almost blind in the other eye. So for about a year. So I have lost senses before, and my sense of smell is the only one that terrified me. And last but never least, the gorgeous Joss Jane says, awesome video. Loved hearing your stories and about your fragrances. And thank you for the tag. I love a good tag video. LOL. Sending love and hugs. Boo love. She already did the tag. She did a great job. So these are about a month out, and that's about all I'm going to do for today. So I've got a long ways to go. So I'm not sure I'm going to get to all your comments, is what I'm trying to say. This has become a much bigger project than I thought it would be. So if I miss a comment from you, I apologize. I really do, but I'm going to do my best to keep up the best I can. So thank you for being here. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing and liking and ringing the bell and all of that stuff. But mostly I just appreciate you letting me stand up here and talk smack about perfume. So don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. Use your own nose. Peace.